Hello everybody, welcome back. In this particular video, I am going to show you how to create a Python game. A game where you need to correct the spelling of an object or an animal or any country depending upon the category the user choose. So let's get started. I am starting with a method called start. I am defining a method start. In this start, I am going to accept a data from a user. I'm going to take a variable called choice and input. In input, I'm going to write in triple quotes, say choose your category. Next line, in the next line, I'm going to write say 1 as animal, 2 say country, 3 say flowers, and 4 say let's exit from the game. So this is the data we are going to prompt to user in the terminal, and user is going to enter the number. Say he will enter 1 2 3 4 5 of his choice. Now we are going to validate the choice. So if choice is equals to the file, so whatever the input we give, it is object of kind string. So if 5 is equals to the choice what he had given, then we need to exit from the program. Else what method or function called load the data. This is not yet defined yet. We are going to write one more definition, that is load data. In here in the load data, let's say in load data we are going to pass a parameter that is choice. In here I am accepting parameter as a. So a, if say a is equals to 1, then we must, so here the concept is very simple. Here 1 refers to animals, so we need to have a file, any of a file format like CSV or text file formats containing a number of animal names. So in here I have a list of animals. This is a text file animal.txt. Here I have 10 animal names. So this is stored in .txt format. The simple thing here I'm going to do is I'm going to read the file, and I'm going to prompt each word. I will shuffle the word and I will prompt it to the user. So this is the logic of reading the file. So I'm taking a variable called file open, or fopen is equals to, I'm opening the file. The file is in the same uh, path as this script exists. So both the files are in the same folder. That's what I mean. Here I am typing the file name animal.txt, and I'm going to read the file. That's R stands for reading. For now, so let's keep this way. Let's cover the flowers country the later of this video. Now after this, so once the now fopen contains all the data that is present in all the lines, it will read all the lines of a file. So now this file or object is containing fopen. Now we need to iterate this fopen and try to read each what element in that text file. So to do that, I'm using for to iterate. For you can take any variable. I'm taking underscore because I like that. For some variable in the object, that is fopen. So I'm going to put it to the user. I'm going to shuffle it and display in the terminal. So let's do that in a separate function, that is I'll say render data, and I'm passing the parameter here. So we are going to define one more function, that is render data. In the render data, we already passing the file. This means the first name or contained in this txt file, that is cow. Now here I'm accepting this parameter as b, or say any animal name. Here there is a trick to shuffle this. We have a random package that is pre-built in Python library. So within the random package we have a function called shuffle. It takes a parameter of list. So let's convert this a b into a list by this list dot b. And after converting list.b, we could see here, so every after cow, and it is going to the next line. So this is a hidden slash n. So every line has slash n in this particular file. So with respect to the text file I'm talking, so to trim that, we need to trim it at the right side. So there is a function called rtrim, rtrip. So our trip will remove the extra hidden next line. Then we need to accept. So whatever you type is a camel case or the small letter, upper letter, we are going to convert it to uppercase. So just by using upper. These are all the pre-built functions in Python. So this will give the list of the first letter, for the first animal. Now after that, we are going to use random dot shuffle. I'm passing the L value. Now the value of this is, it won't return anything, it just alters the list, and it is returning none because it's directly altering the list. So now to get the result, so we need to let's take another variable that is list and empty string and dot. I'm joining each one of the data that is present in the list, that is list. Now we have a result that is a shuffled uh, animal name. So we need to build a terminal so that it will display in a good way in the terminal. So to do that, so say I am taking one more function that is build terminal, and let me pass the variable there, the parameter there. Here let me define the build terminal again. So see, I'm defining a lot of functions here, and I'm not calling any of these methods right now. So this will help you to organize the code so that anybody can understand it. So build terminal, it takes a parameter. So I'm going to accept the parameter as say data. Here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna print something like this. Okay, so that it will look good. In the next line I'm gonna print uh, say the data. I'm concatenating the string here so that it will look good in terminal. So again here, after that, so let's take the answer from the user. So that is user answer is equals to input. Here say enter correct spelling. We are going to return the user answer. So this function should return some data, that is user data. So here I am going to accept the data. The data is, let me take as a variable called user data. So now whatever the user enters, I'm going to get it in here. So I need to validate this. If that user, I need to check the data whatever the user given is equals to the data what is already present in the correct format. So I need to consider the value that is b is equals to the user data. So we have already stripped this and made it as uppercase. So let me do the same for the user data. So now this line will tell us if whatever the user entered the spelling is the same as the data contained in the text file. So if it is true, then we are going to print. Let's print him saying you're right, or right answer. Right answer. Else let's print. So this is the code totally. So far we have written start of the function where we will give user to choose and he chooses say animal. Now you are going to read all the data one by one from the text file, and we are calling the render function. Render function, it shuffles the data, okay, and throws it to the user and collect the answer from the user, and checks whether the data user data is matching the spelling of the file, spelling of the animal present in that animal.txt. If it is right, then it throws right answer, else it will throw the wrong answer. File, okay. Before, we are not at all calling any of these definitions. So to do that, we have like a main, like we have in Java or in C programs. Here we can check whether this is the core file of a script. So to check that, if if there is a name variable called name, it stores, it always stores this string underscore underscore main. So if this file is executes this particular, so when user types spell b.py, then this value will be assigned with the main. So if we really executing this file, then let's start executing, let's start calling this function, that is start. Let's test this. Here I'm calling python 3 and spell b.py, and in header it says choose your category. I'm gonna take one. It says error r strip. There is no, sorry, there is a spell mistake. I have written trip instead of strip. R strip, and I have copied the same R strip, and here as well R strip. Let me save it, go back, run the script, and one says random is not defined, so we need to import random. Save it. Let me clear my terminal. It says one. It says now, oh, this is the first letter of this text file. It says COW. Now it says shuffled and it says CWO. So if you say right answer or wrong answer, it will display. See, I know the cow spelling, so I'll typing COW. It says right answer. So the next thing is that is goat. So if you type some wrong answer, it says wrong answer. So that's it. Thank you for watching.